Oh, so we finally gonna use it, huh?
Well, maybe. If for some reason your battery's dead, which has been mistake number one for me, and here's what I didn't know. So now I just want to try the air conditioner up here.
You make fun of me because you're like, it's not gonna power the house.
Yeah. We're gonna make sure that it's going to hook up to the camper.
Okay, because I hadn't planned on boondocking this weekend.
Oh, golly Bill. Kudos to all the boondockers this weekend.
It's like 1,000 degrees outside. Have you figured out how to use it?
I think so.
Because we've had some little glitches along the way, right?
Yeah, we don't do how-to videos.
Yeah, this is not a how-to video. This is more like a how to not, or
Yeah.
not, don't do this type of video. You live and you learn though, right?
Right.
And we haven't had to like need it because of necessity. So we're working all these kinks out first. That's the good news. But we have had it for what, like 2 years?
Yeah.
Well, we've had the camper for 3, so maybe we've had it for almost 3 and haven't had to need it out of necessity.
Yeah.
Which also says we're big chickens and haven't tried to boondock yet, but that's coming soon.
So again, this is not we're not a how-to channel. Far from it. Most of a how not to, and don't do the same mistakes that we did. There's 2 big mistakes that we made with this that I want to talk about, and we'll get to those. But this is a Predator 5000.
Super quiet
inverter generator. It's a dual fuel, which means you can run it off gas or run it off propane. So we've only run it off gas. Haven't tried the propane yet, but it says you can go 18 hours. So
okay,
on the generator with a full tank of gas.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice. This it's got, you know, a remote start and stop, which is pretty cool. I don't use it because there's a button that you can hit as well.
It's a so that's
and we're going to show that to you.
Okay.
And then it's got a telescoping handle, which they make it out like a big deal. I just roll it. I don't know why you need the
but handle. Side note, this sucker's heavy. Like, I don't know what it says as far as pounds go, but we're 50. He's 50, I'm 51, and you're in good shape and strong. But oh my gosh, the first time we tried to put it up in the truck was ridiculous.
It was 110 pounds is what it weighs.
What we did though, we had some old like ramps that you used to use for our riding lawnmower, and we put that on the edge of the tailgate.
Yeah.
And he got up there and I got, or vice versa, and rolled it. So.
And that works. And I can do that for now, but it's not a long-term deal by any means. So, but a good-sized fuel tank. So it's got a 30-amp plug on it, and some other 20-amp plugs, and you can do
10.
Gasoline or propane, as I said. So far, I think it's pretty nice. But the big kicker is we have a 50-amp travel trailer. So will it power both of those ACs? Well, the answer is no, it won't. It's not. It's 5,000 watts, and it's not meant to do both. So we got this at Harbor Freight, and you can go online. Harbor Freight has a tool where you can, put in what it is that you're trying to do, and it'll tell you which one works the best. So
well, that's good to know.
This will not power 2 ACs. It will do 1. They have other ones that will work for 2 if that's what you want to do, but they're twice the price, or in most cases.
So we just use like a dog bone connector to take it down to 30.
So we're going to see if it'll do the 1 AC. It says that it will.
Okay.
And then see how that runs and how long it'll run, because we have some things that we're trying to do in the camper as well. We're not taking it out this weekend because we're leaving to go on a trip. So that's what this is, as the Predator 5000. The big comparison that they do is with a Honda generator.
Oh, okay.
And so they have like a side-by-side comparison that you can look at and determine if that's what's right for you. Honda's a lot more expensive, but I think a lot of it is just what you're comfortable with and what your budget is. And for us, I've never owned a generator, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a generator.
You really didn't even think we needed one at all. It was me that was pressing for it.
Yes, it was.
I just thought when you buy a camper, you need to have a generator that goes with it. But even prior to owning a camper, I've always thought we needed one anyway, because we live in Tennessee, and I mean, tornado season can be rampant through these parts. And you never know when you're going to go without electricity for a little while. And when the occasional ice snowstorm comes through every few years,
Want to be ready.
we can be out for a day or two. Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, we need this to power.
This will charge our phones.
You make fun of me because you're like, it's not going to power the house.
Yeah. Well,
and
but
I'm
here's-
like, I know it's not
Yeah.
going to power the house, but you can hook up a little space heater.
No, but you can't wire it.
And you can run a
your
coffee
house.
pot.
Yes, you can run a coffee pot.
And I know you can't take it inside because it is running on gas.
No, but there is things that there's converters where you can plug it in, make it plug into your house and run certain things. Even with this one,
My
you can do
point
that.
was we could just sit it on the back porch and run the cord through
and have coffee.
of our space heater and our coffee pot.
In the freezing
and
ice.
have some luxuries of modern day when the power's out.
Believe me, guys, if we're out of power for more than a day or two, we're not staying here. We're going somewhere. I can assure you that.
And we have a Harvest Host membership that we've never used because, like, let's face it, I mean, yes, we own a camper, and yes, I camp, but I need those modern, conveniences of AC
Yeah.
and a bed and running water. So this was the part of the electricity that I need.
No, hey, I wanted to. I mean, I don't want to go and I see all these guys, they'll just open the windows. Open the windows.
Cross breeze
It's
is
95.
great.
I'll tell you, a
I know.
95 degree day.
No, it's like
with
right
a
now.
cross breeze.
There's
it's
no
just
wind.
a hot cross breeze.
My hair is not blowing.
So, no, that is what we want it for, and we haven't tried it out at Harvest Host yet, but we're going to. We think we have some opportunities this year to do that, and so we're really trying to make sure that we got all of our ducks in a row.
We're prepared.
And so that's what we got. So anyway, if you want like a real, out of the box type of review of one of these, man,
Yeah.
there's tons of those out
Yeah,
there.
go search.
Go search those and get somebody really smart on it.
We're just going to give you our experience.
Yeah, you're going to watch me just plug it into the camper out here, and go from there. So, but I like it so far.
Yeah, well, and I like these kind of videos, like just complete newbies, first timers, not really knowing what to do, what to expect, and just figuring it out as we go. And that's what we do.
Yeah, I know. Some of it's kind of embarrassing though. I'm like, I think I should know that.
Well, honey, you know a lot of other things, so it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to know everything.
All right. So now we're gonna start it and take it down to the side of the road where we got the camper.
Okay. Are we going to bring in some help with that? I'm not doing that, am I?
No, it rolls.
I know, but you're going to have Mitch help, right?
Help with do what?
Like just doing all the repairs and stuff that you're
Oh
doing.
yeah, but that's not for this video.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to be a part of that?
Well, no, you don't have to be. But yes.
It's so hot. Yeah, we still have the tag on it.
Have you got, well, that's just like the quick start guide. So to start, just hit the battery switch on, make sure the gas is on, and you just hit it twice.
Wow, that's really easy.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to get to like pull the handle like a lawnmower.
Yeah, so if for some reason your battery's dead, which has been mistake number one for me,
Yeah.
you do have a coil over here. So let me show you what happened with the battery. So here's one thing that can happen if you're not careful. If you don't unhook the battery or turn this off, when you try to start it back up after a little while, it gives you that red blinking light, which means the battery is low. Not what we want to see here. So I'm going to take the battery off and look at it and see if I can recharge it. Okay, so we charged the battery back. We got the gas on. Turn that on. Let's give her a try. Okay, so I said, two things that you got to do. So you got to have a dog bone. Before you hook this up to your camper, you want to make sure that it runs for 2 minutes. That's what the manual says. So plug that in like that. All right. And here's what I didn't know.
Yeah, why did you plug that second one in?
Well, that's just part of the dog bone.
Oh.
But you have to have a ground, okay? And that's what I didn't realize. And so I got to plug in the ground as well before I can plug this in, because I still like to plug in my surge protector. Okay, to make sure that I've got good lights. Okay, and I hope you can see that I do.
Yeah.
All right, so it's been about 2 minutes. Just gonna plug in my cord like normal.
You can hear it like kick on.
Yeah, so it kicked on.
Okay.
All right, so we should be good. So let's go inside. So what I like to look at to make sure is that my GFCI outlets are on. Let me see that, okay. And they are, I see the green light, so that's good. So now I just want to try the air conditioner up here. Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Oh, it says 99 degrees. I believe it.
Yeah.
Yay.
So turns the air on. The real kicker is, will it stay on? I mean, that's the real thing.
Yeah.
You know? But
it's getting cooler.
yeah.
I mean, Lord, it's 99 degrees in here.
Yeah. You know, overall, I mean, that generator will work. I mean, we're not going to be dry camping or trying to dry camp when it's this hot. We're just not
No way.
And the only reason why we're doing it today is because I'm working on something else. It'll be another video.
Yeah.
So that generator, I think, will work for what we want it to do. And if, you know, it's something you're interested in, I'll put a link down in it below just so you can click on it quick to Harbor Freight's website. But I think for our purposes, I think it's pretty good. And we'll continue to monitor and just see how it goes. But I think, you know, we like it and it's accomplishing that. So thanks for watching. If you like these kind of videos, not as much how-to, more kind of what not to do, please consider subscribing and watching our other videos. We're just out here having a good time, learning as we go along. Part-time campers. Seem like we camp a lot though.
We do.
So
1 trip a month. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the 1 trip a month's the goal, and we've been doing that. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.